Hi, Ali here. Let's go over visualization generation pattern in this video. Pictures are worth 1,000 words. You must have heard this phrase thousands of times. But can 1,000 words take shape of a picture? Yes, there are a bunch of options with which this is absolutely possible now. You want to see Mona Lisa wearing a cowboy hat and riding a bike, sitting behind a biker dog wearing a leather jacket? Boom, and you get a picture created for you by AI tools. I haven't tried this yet myself, but you are welcome to give it a shot. How and where exactly would be your next question, I assume. Let's explore the available options. Let's start with simpler visualization tools before moving to advanced ones. There are two most popular text to visualization softwares available that take instructions as text and come up with visualizations. One is GraphViz Dot, reserved for more technical users, and non-technical ones are free to skip to next chapter in the video. This is a tool to visualize graphs and networks while accepting the instructions in text. Most entities and their relationships in real world can be visualized as a graph, tree, or network. Examples being family trees, mind maps, data structures, computer networks, databases, Facebook friend network, etc. Now by text-based input, I don't mean natural language instructions here. There is a specific syntax reserved for this tool, but nonetheless the important part here is that it is text-based input unlike other similar tools that take binary files as input to generate similar visualizations. Why are we even discussing it then? Just hang on and I'll show you how you should be able to use such tool with natural language instructions. The second more interesting option and an offering from the same organization that powers ChatGPT is Dall E. Truly deserving its own dedicated video, I'll just briefly tell that it's a text to image model where you describe your imagination of an image like Mona Lisa riding a bike one we discussed earlier, and it is able to generate a photorealistic image, painting, or emoji. It can manipulate and rearrange objects in images, so you can create variations of existing images. Since pictures are still worth 1,000 words, OpenAI has provided a public domain example of a prompt to generate an illustration like the one shown here, created with prompt, an illustration of an avocado sitting in a therapist's chair, saying, I just feel so empty inside, with a pit-sized hole in its center. The therapist, a spoon, a scribble notes. So you get the idea. Note this option is not available with free version as of now and is available with plus version of ChatGPT only. So where does the visualization generation pattern fill in all of this? Well, the intent of this pattern is to create a pathway for the tool to produce imagery by creating input for visualization tools that use text as input, like GraphViz Dot or Dall E. Since large language models like ChatGPT are not able to create visualizations by themselves, this pattern can be used to instruct the model to create the textual instructions that can be used to generate visualizations using the tools we discussed. The pattern uses key contextual statements like generate an X that I can provide to tool Y to visualize it. Now, the large language model cannot generate an image. So we clarify that large language model is not expected to generate an image, but should generate a prompt or textual input that we can provide to tools like Dall E or GraphViz Dot to create the image or visualization. An example of this can be an example prompt like, whenever I ask you to visualize something, please create either a GraphViz Dot file or a Dall E prompt that I can use to create the visualization. Choose the appropriate tool based on what needs to be visualized. Awesome, right? We went a step further in letting ChatGPT or large language model figure out the tool as well for the topic under discussion. If you want to generate a bar chart, UML diagram, family tree, or social media friends network, it would most probably pick GraphViz Dot since this is a more suitable tool for the type that is a rigid, exactly defined structure. However, if a more appropriate visualization can be a realistic image, because there is no well-defined structure, it would choose Dall E itself based on its own understanding of both the tools. These are not the only two options, and you can add more tools you know about to the list. This video described both the tools and how to use the natural language abilities of large language models like ChatGPT to create images using the visualization generation pattern. If you found this information useful, please like or share and consider subscribing to be notified of upcoming content like this. Thank you.